And now a look at the Simulated Baseball League results for Sunday night, November 30th, third and final session of the day. This will conclude day 45 of the Simulated League, and with 3 sessions a day, that now brings us to the 135th overall simulation period through our whatifsports.com Simulated League. If this were an actual baseball league and the season had started April the 1st, if you factor in a 3-day all-star break, we'd be roughly about August 13. Full scoreboard to get to. Start with the Orioles crushing the Tigers 10-1. Steve Stone wins at 5-11. Mark Fidrich the loss, 11-8. Jim Gentile hit home run number 22 for the Orioles. The only Detroit run was on a home run from Alan Trammell. That's 14 for Trammell. The Athletics shut out the Dodgers 6-0. And Vida Blue was all the way on a 3-hitter, striking out 10. Blue 11-11 over Don Sutton, 10-10. Jose Canseco hit number 33 for the Athletics. The Braves at home beat the Twins 3-2-11. Juan Berenguer 3-1 with the victory. Joe Nathan the loss, 1-5. Home runs for nobody. Braves won it 3-2 in extras. Pirates beat the Yankees 10-6 at New York. Babe Adams 12-7 over Bob Turley, 11-11. And there was no save. Home runs in this one for Pittsburgh. Paul Wainer, number 6. Ralph Kiner, number 35. And Willie Stargell, number 30. No home runs for New York. The Giants shut out the Cubs and blew them away 14-0. Juan Marichal goes all the way on a 3-hitter, striking out a dozen and walking nobody. Marichal 11-11 over Mark Pryor, 7-12. Home runs for the Giants. Kevin Mitchell, number 28. Jeff Kemp, number 15, and that was a grand slam. The Cardinals get by the Indians 11-8. Bob Gibson is the winner, 13-7. Luis Tiant 7-14 with the loss. And Jason Mott picks up save number 34. Pujols hit number 18. Edmonds number 18 for the Cardinals. And Brooke Jacoby number 10. Snuffy Sternweiss off the bench, number 1 for Cleveland. The Phillies shut out the White Sox 7-0. Steve Carlton all the way on a 5-hitter, striking out 7. Carlton 14-7 over Doc White, 15-5. Surprisingly bad outing for White, and even with that, his ERA is still just 281. No homers in the game. White Sox get shut out 7-0. Reds beat the Red Sox 9-7. Sam LeCure out of the bullpen wins at 3-4. Dutch Leonard the loss, 12-7. And Chapman saved 33 for Cincinnati. Home runs for the Reds. Votto number 30 and Eric Davis number 20 for Boston. Garcia Parra hit number 26. Astros get by the Rays 8-6. Darryl Kyle wins it 9-9. David Price lost at 7-13. Billy Wagner saved 24. Home runs in this one. Bagwell number 28 and Cedeno number 23 for Houston. Longoria hit number 14 and BJ Upton hit 2, numbers 11 and 12 for Tampa. Padres beat the Royals 8-4. Clay Kirby 11-10 over Saberhagen 7-12. No save. The Padres get home runs from Caminiti number 28, Greg Vaughn number 21, and Mark Loretta number 6. Alex Gordon number 16 for Kansas City. Royals lose at 8-4. The Angels and the Diamondbacks win 9-8. Matt Mante the win, 5-3. Troy Percival, the loss, 4-3. And the first blown save of the year for Percival. Hudson, save 32 for Arizona. That's Daniel Hudson. Matt Williams hit 2, numbers 20 and 21. And Mark Reynolds, number 24. For the Diamondbacks, for the Angels, Mike Trout, number 14. Bobby Grich, number 18. The Grich homer was a grand slam. Marlins get by the Brewers 3-2. Kevin Brown, 14 and 6 over Teddy Higuera, 10 and 8. And Brown gets a complete game, allowing just 5 hits. And the only home run, Stanton of the Marlins with number 17. Rangers beat the Mets in 10-4-2 at New York. Nolan Ryan pitched the first 9 innings, gets the win, striking out 10. Ryan now 7-10. And Randy Myers, the loss, 0-4. Texas gets a save for John Wetland, and that's 20 saves for Wetland. The Rangers hit 2 home runs. Teixeira, number 24. Josh Hamilton with just number 12 on the year. The Blue Jays have found their offense again. They beat up on the Mariners 11-0. Roger Clemens, 8-8 over Eric Hansen, 5-13. And Sean Green hit number 32 for Toronto. And the Nationals beat the Rockies at Colorado 16-12. Steve Rogers, and I mentioned in an earlier show, he was going to be brought into the rotation. He came on in relief and wins again. Rogers 8-0. Rogers is in the rotation, though, starting. First start should be, I believe, the Monday night game. Marvin Freeman, the loss, and that's the first decision for Freeman. Freeman's 0-1. And Mel Rojas gets save number 3 for the Nationals. Home runs, Staub, number 33, Vlad Guerrero, number 23, Henry Rodriguez, number 22, all former Expos. Ryan Zimmerman, number 16, also goes deep for the Nationals. Burks, number 18, Barmas, number 19, and Jeff Reed, number 15, in a losing cause for Colorado. And that'll wrap it up for the games of Sunday night, November 30. And quickly, let's give you a quick update on the standings. In the league with the original 16 franchises, the Yankees lead the White Sox by 8 in the East. Red Sox trail by 9.5. The Tigers and Indians are way out of it. Central, Braves are 67-54, and they lead the Dodgers by a half game in the loss column. The Orioles trail by 5.5. The Twins by 7.5. The Giants are 8 back. And then out west, Cardinals 72-49. They lead Cincinnati by 7.5. The Cubs by 13. The Pirates and Phillies further back. Wild card race right now. White Sox with a narrow lead over the Red Sox and the Reds. On the American League side, that's where the expansion era clubs are. In the Eastern Division, this is going to be where the wild card comes from too. Padres lead at 73-48. Angels trail by 8. Mets trail by 9. Astros trail by 11.5. Royals are well off the pace. Central Division, Blue Jays, a 2-game lead on Seattle and Milwaukee, but Toronto's just 62-59. The Nationals trail by 2.5. The Rangers are 13.5 back. And in the West, which is the 1990s expansion clubs, the Diamondbacks 63-58. The Marlins have pulled to within 3. The Rays still trail by 7.5. The Rockies are 19.5 back. The Rockies are now 43-77. The wild card, as I mentioned, will clearly come out of that Eastern Division. And so right now the Angels lead the Mets by 1. They lead the Astros by 3.5. And that'll wrap